Hey, seniors. So, wow, this is a flashback to last year, back to Screencastify. Okay, so it's a snow day. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying it. You're rolling around in the snow, you're having fun, you're relaxing. Like I said in the message, we do have some things we got to get to. So, whether you're tackling this now on Friday or Saturday or Sunday or Monday, totally up to you guys. But I want to quickly go through the upcoming project just so I can explain a couple of things I think that would do better than just simply looking at it. So the project for today and going forward, as I mentioned, is you guys are going to become the teachers. You're going to become the docents of the class. A docent is an individual in a museum. Their job is to guide you through the artwork, to give depth and clarity to artwork, to give history. So it allows you to understand the worth of a painting beyond simply your own interpretation of it. Okay, and so one challenge I've always wanted to, mostly because I'm not someone who memorizes things easily, is to be able to walk into a museum and to be able to look at a piece of artwork and know not only the artist's name but where it came from and some history behind it. And I think this project will gear towards that ability. Now I know it is a break from what we're used to. We're very creative. I think I demand creative inspiration from projects so far. This one's an old school throwback. How many people can you memorize, and can you walk into a museum and have some history, have some ability to kind of explain the artwork in front of you? Okay, so the challenge is this, the scenario is this. You are the first docent class, guide class, the Carroll Renaissance Revolution art exhibit, located in Florence, Italy. Congrats, in several days, the doors of the exhibit will be open to a throng of college study abroad students who consider this trip to be the museum as an unwelcome interruption to their regular routine of partying and hitting on the native talent. Lucky for you, your job is to turn these cavemen into Renaissance men. Okay. However, before we can open the doors to the public, we must know that you are prepared for this job. As we know from the past, success is derived from two qualities. One, the ability to engage and inform an audience, especially hungover ones. And two, a clear understanding of all the work presented in the museum. So you'll be tested in two ways, and you know I love competition. So there's going to be two winners of this class, and I think an overall class competition. So the first winner will be the docent challenge. You will be assigned, actually today, you will select an artist that you will be in charge of explaining to the class. You will have 5 to 8 minutes to explain this artist, explain their work, and kind of give an explanation of who they are and their style of painting. Um, what's cool about this challenge, actually, the challenge here is it's not going to be a tech related challenge. All you have are their paintings. Okay, how you demonstrate that in PowerPoint, I don't care. If you want to zoom in on certain qualities, that's up to you. But there can be no text. Simply, you can only use their paintings, and you are going to be the storyteller in this piece. So we're going to be looking to see your theatrical experience of explaining to the class and engaging the class on your artwork and selling your artwork. The second part will go to I told my people a couple weeks ago, this is going to kind of be a shout out to my Jeopardy nerds. Will be simply an exam, old school exam. I'm going to give you a selection of artwork, 20 pieces of artwork, and your job will be to tell me who is the artist, what is the time period it was built in, and maybe some information about that piece of artwork. Some of that artwork will be discussed in class. So you'll see today there's a list of Renaissance artists and their work, but I might give you a rogue piece by an artist that was discussed. It might not, the artwork might have not been discussed, but the artist. And so the idea is, can each person explain the style, and hopefully you can find a new piece of artwork and be able to explain who that was just based on the nature of the style and take an educated guess. So it will be a challenge, and I don't know how we'll go about grading this, but I think it'd be fun to kind of do a class by class. So it's almost period D versus period C. Who can get the most correct answers? I think it'd be a fun little challenge, a little competition. So what will it look like? So I'm going to be doing John Van Eyck, a favorite of mine. So I'll walk you through that process. And usually there's typically an essay aligned with this. I might save this for the end of the piece. And so rather, I want you to focus on the research aspect of it. Particularly today is going to be the research aspect of it. Okay, so first thing is you need to figure out who your artist is. Now, some of you might end up with two, just to give you a fair warning, because we need to cover all the artists. But right now, I just want you to select one artist to pick. Okay, so on this list, in fact, in Google Classroom, I posted a list that says a list of Renaissance artists. You'll see something that looks like this. I've added 2 tabs to the left side. Okay. In my other class, we did a lottery by spin the dial. you guys are going to be first come, first serve. So once you get onto this link, you can find the artist that you want to research, and you'll put your name on the left side of them in the period D column. Okay, that's how you claim them. No changing answers. Okay. I would suggest you pick someone that you don't know, for the reason that when you go to the exam, you now at least cover at least one individual you don't know when you go about picking. But if you want to pick someone like Da Vinci, where you know there'll be tons of research, it's totally up to you. Okay. So once you've selected your artist today, um, your your task between now and Tuesday will be do some research. In total, you're going to have 8 annotated sources. But right now, you don't know if you're going to be given another artist. So all I want you to find are 4 sources. I'm going to be asking you, though, to use the databases from the school. I don't want outside research, just kind of going across the interweb. The databases, I think, found it to be a really good resource. I did probably 2 hours, or maybe not. That's not true. I probably did 35 minutes of research. I found 3 sources quite quickly in John Van Eyck, and I was able to find some new information that I can use in my own presentation. What I will need from you guys concretely, so my deliverables for next class, is I need you to have 4 sources from the database. One of them can be a Khan Academy. I know that's on the database, but I know almost every artist that I gave you has a Khan Academy video. So one source can be the Khan Academy video, but you need at least 4 sources on this document, this annotated bibliography. Now, I'm going to make you do a lot of, kind of graphing and sorting once we get in class on Tuesday. But right now, you only need 3 things per source. Okay, you need the source citation, which if you're using databases, which I need you doing, it'll give it right at the bottom of the link. If you go right into the source citation, bottom of the page is going to be a link to your citation. Copy and paste, put it in a tab function, you're all set, or in a box. The second thing is going to be the title of the article and the researcher. It's important to know kind of who you're getting your information from in reference to. And then down below, all you're doing right now is going through the article, reading the article, and pulling out, copy and pasting important information. I sorted it, and I will have you sort that in class. But as of now, you do not need to do that. It's just simply data reconnaissance. Go into your sources, pull out the most important information. Do not pull out the whole article. Pull out only the most important information and put it into your annotation bibliography. Later, we're going to sort it out, and I'll show you the process, how I expect you to do research, which I might pair up with what you've done before. It's not the process I used when I wrote my 40-page master's thesis. So I want to give you a good approach that I think hopefully is helpful. So right now, today, your only task is to go through this go through this page, decide which artists you want, claim them, and then find 4 sources that you find useful. It'll probably take you, I'd say, break it over 2 days. It does take some time to read through the source and grab some information. It takes even more time to organize it. So again, you're not responsible for that. Just simply suggesting information. I've posted my annotated bibliography for you. I have 3 sources as of now. I'll probably add to it next class. I sorted out information. Again, you do not need to, but it gives you a kind of a starting pace. One quick thing in the database, if to get the school database at home, which will be an issue for some of you guys, the one I used, I like Gale Sweet's the biography section. That gave me a ton of material for John Van Eyck. The only thing though is it's going to ask you when you're away from home for like a library card, use Huskies, just the password Huskies. That'll get you in. Okay. I think that's it for today, guys. I apologize. I try to, again, you do not need to get done on the snow day, and this video got a little bit long, but once Carol gets talking, I talk a lot, so I'm sorry for that. But if you made it to the end of it, have a great day, have a great snow day, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.